Alright, so let's start off and finish out this lesson. So we're moving into part 3, and we're continuing to look at reading for meaning in order to become better scholars. Think about what you're currently doing, right? I mean, I know that at the end of the last lesson, you guys, I asked you to select one of those 10 tips that you thought would be most helpful for you. And so, I'm really glad that, you guys have done that. That's fantastic. One of the things, if we think about what we're doing, if it's not working, then we need to change in order to be more effective. So hopefully, as we go through this and we finish this out, you'll continue to gain strategies that are going to help you move forward. Here's a video that I want you guys to watch. It is continuing with some thinking maps. Again, it's a review of some of them, and then there's others that are brand new to you. It's really important, guys, that you do watch it all the way through. Even if it's a review, this person may present how you put it together a little bit differently and may cover some things that you haven't gotten in the previous videos that we've seen. So go ahead and watch it, and when you're done, we'll come on back. Were there any maps in that particular video segment, ones that you really wanted to use for yourself? When are you going to use them? And when do you think you'll have an opportunity to apply what you've learned so far? Again, I want you to watch this video. When you're done, come back and we'll keep going. Alright, so since we are talking about reading, one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to take a look at the main idea and understanding the main idea, summarizing. It's important for us to understand those critical components that are connected also to the process of reading and comprehension. And then I wanted us to look at literal, inferential, and critical thinking and how that applies to what it is we're reading, because that helps us understand as well. So watch both of these, and then when you're done, we'll keep moving forward. Alright, don't forget, you need to download the Reading for Meaning Performance Assessment Task, and that'll be available for you to do in the Google Classroom. So make sure you go in there, complete those tasks, turn them in. Alright, choose a word that best matches the definition below. Something that is foretold on the basis of observation, experience, or scientific reason. Hypothesis, anthology, prediction, or strategy. If you selected prediction, you're correct. Choose a word that best matches the definition below. An itemized list of current assets, a catalog of the property of an individual or estate, a list of goods on hand, a survey of national resources, a list of traits, preferences, attitudes, interests, or other abilities used to evaluate personal characteristics or skills. Inventory, purpose, strategy, analogy. If you selected inventory, you're correct. Choose the word that best matches the definition below. A conscious state of mind or predominant emotion. Concept, a positive, mood, or antonym. If you selected mood, you're correct. Choose a word that best matches the definition below. One of two or more words or expressions of the same language that have the same or nearly same meaning in some or all senses. Concept, appositive, context, synonym. Correct answer is synonym. Choose a word that best matches the definition below. That which sounds a particular word and determines its meaning. Context, purpose, inventory, strategy. Context is the proper answer. Choose a word that best matches the definition below. Something set up as an object or end to be obtained. Hypothesis, analogy, purpose, predication. Purpose. The art of carefully devising or employing a plan of action or method designed to achieve a goal. The art or science of planning and directing large-scale military operations and campaigns. Strategy. An assumption of concession made for the sake of argument, an interpretation of a practical situation or condition taken as a ground for action. Hypothesis. A quality or trait belonging and especially particular to an individual or thing. Properties. Here's a gimme. Resembling in some particulars between things otherwise unlike. That would be an analogy. An abstract or generic idea generalized from particular instances. Concept. A word of opposite meaning. Antinomy. The act or action of grasping with the intellect. Comprehension. A grammatical construction in which two usually adjacent nouns having the same referent stand in the same syntactical relation to the rest of a sentence. Example, as in the poet and Burns in a biography of the poet Burns. Appositive. If the strategy that you were using were not as successful as you thought it might be, what are some of the other strategies you might choose to use based on what we have learned? What would you choose to try next, and why? And that concludes this lesson.